Then I hope you are well wherever you are. Welcome to another Tuesday talk. I'm just checking a couple of things as you can see. I just want to make sure all the technology things are in place. Um, yeah, I am live on Instagram and it's right account. Very well. Welcome to Tuesday Talk. If you have been with me here before, you know that I always talk about leadership, executive roles, and landing higher profile roles. Or I'll be talking about um, transitioning out and be able to have higher impact roles. The first conversation is about creating visibility around your who you are and what you do and your capability. And the second one was about the monetizing your experiences and your expertise. So here's the thing. Both of those things have something in common. You want to be known to the point that someone taps on your shoulder and invites you to the table to have an input in certain decisions. Very simple. And why would a girl that her background is technology and business transformation talks about executive coaching and career and all those stuff? Because throughout my work for many years, I've seen a lot of good people that they are brain behind the ideas, um, heart of a movement. You know that they are behind it, but they never get promoted to higher profile roles, and you always wonder why. So today I'll be talking about an interesting topic, and that is biting your tongue will stop you from getting promotion. Yes, there is an opportunity to say something and you don't seize that opportunity, you won't be seen as a leader, period. I'm going to break it into a couple of things. So first thing is that there are a couple of scenarios, and exploring those scenarios will arrive at this one. First scenario is something wrong is happening in a room. Everyone is sitting around the table, and the decisions and the conversations are absolutely not right conversations. You know that, others know it, people carry on. Second scenario is nothing wrong is happening, but you know there are better options out there. All right. And you others might be aware of it, might not, might be aware of it and can't be bothered, might be aware of it but don't know how it works. Just the fact that there are other scenarios out there, alternative options that you know are better. The third scenario, you have an idea, you know it's the right one, but someone, and you previously have mentioned it, but someone else is presenting it. So kind of these are the three scenarios that I want to explore. And today's conversation is a good investment of your time if you've seen yourself in one of these scenarios. First, let's see what actually is happening. First thing that we are failing to recognize is that it is a decision-making session. Almost every conversation that we have, every meeting that we have in a group is a decision-making session, period. Unless it's specifically called brainstorming or blue sky thinking, every conversation is a decision-making conversation. Knowing what that decision is will allow you to know that, okay, this team needs to arrive at something. The second thing is that for any decision, there are multiple options and alternative ways of going about it. And that is just right at the back of coming, that accepting that every conversation is a decision. You would want to know what are the options. If we fail these two points, you'll always miss the opportunity of coming in and sharing your thoughts. Let's look at the first scenario. Something wrong is happening. And if you keep quiet and bite your tongue, that's where you immediately you'll be out of integrity and you won't be seen as a leader. Leadership is nothing to do with management. Second scenario, when there is a better way of doing something and you know it and you don't offer it, it puts a question on your capability. Basically, you haven't offered any trump card, anything better than what is currently on the table. That is about your capability, your expertise, your know-how, your method, your critical thinking. That's about your craft. The first one, when something wrong happens and you don't say anything, that's where we are out of integrity. We're not living our values. Our actions and our words are not in alignment. The third scenario, if you've missed the opportunity and someone else has shared your ideas and just they steal your idea or your plans, that's where you have not been street smart. You missed that moment to say, hey guys, by the way, why don't we do that? You've mentioned something in previous conversations or even at the beginning of the session and someone else now presented under their name. That is when people know that you're not swift enough, you're not street smart, you're not quick enough to present your views or get credit for it, or basically own it, really. So knowing the three scenarios and the gap for what we fail will help us to have an awareness as where we are possibly missing the opportunity to be seen as a leader or a subject matter expert. So what I want you to do this week, this conversation is not about me giving you some techniques or tactics about how to present your views or your opinions or your plans or thought process. No, you can either Google this one. Actually, the level you are, you already know how to say stuff. But the key thing that I want you to monitor this week and the next week is that in any meetings, first, identify what decision is made, even if it doesn't sound like a decision-making meeting. Second one, find out, was there an opportunity for you to refine and correct something, offer an alternative, or come in right time and present your thought process and your view and perspective. Most of the time, as a professional, either a lead manager or subject matter expert, you actually have an opinion that you need to be able to voice it in time. You know how to do those stuff. But my conversation today is that you assess and see if in any of those sessions you're missing an opportunity consciously or unconsciously for being seen as a leader or a savvy manager. Which one is it? That awareness is going to help you to then later on employ the right strategy, technique, tactic to present your thoughts and ideas. One key thing for people that they're fast thinker, but it takes them a while to be able to articulate their ideas. And it happens a lot because sometimes we need to receive information, process it, and then present something. If this is one of those scenarios and you find yourself in next couple of weeks you see yourself in those scenarios, the quick tip might be is that, guys, can we regroup for me to offer an alternative view? They might say yes or no, but at least you have voiced that there's an alternative method and ask for some time to form that thought or plan and present it. At this stage, what I want you to do is to bring awareness to where you operate in the organization, in your team, towards the upper management or your peers or people that they are reporting to you? Are you biding your time? Consciously or subconsciously? All right. Thank you so much for your time. That's all I wanted to share with you today. Let me connect the points and I can close the loop. 3 scenarios. Something wrong is happening. There is a better alternative, or you had the plan and someone else is presented yet. What actually has happened, we missed an opportunity to see this any conversation as a decision, and we missed an opportunity to recognize for any decision there are multiple options. The only thing that I'm asking you to take as an action for this coming week is to just bring awareness that to see if it's actually a case for you or not. If it is, then there's always methods or tactics or practices that you can employ to solve this and rectify it. Until next week, next Tuesday, another conversation, same time, same place, and a different topic. I'm going to bid you farewell. Have a lovely, lovely evening. See you soon. Bye.